Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm using Bond Craftor Resin. Let's get it in here. I have 21.6 grams out for my white. I am going to be using Etter Art pigment. Okay. First things first, let's get our white mixed up really quick. So we're going to use 2 drops of Etter Art. You can get this if you live in the United States. 1, 2. I can't remember the name of the company, but you can really just Google it. Etter Art, United States. And some websites will pop up. Really easy to get a hold of, and I love using it. Scraper stick. If you guys love blooms and like to be part of a bloom collab, we will be having one soon, and we'll be announcing it in a post or video, probably both. But anyone can join, whether you've made a million videos or 0 videos. You know, perfect time to make a bloom, meet some new people, and just hang out with us. I need to get a little resin in here. I'm going to use these tiny black stones. I wish I would have had some yellow stones, but I do not. Looked everywhere and I didn't see any, so get your bubbles out. Okay, let's get this in the middle to a point, I guess, the best I can. I think it is. These have lots of bubbles. It's one thing I've found out with them. I've even had to come back later and torch them. And bubbles still coming off of them. Let's cut the end off of the white. I don't know what I want to do yet. See, if you had a piping bag that was plumb full and tight, it would just be squirting out right now. That's why I like to do mine like that. Well, not because I don't want it to leak, but just because it's easy to control that way. That's how I like to do it. Okay, let's do red around the middle. Then we're going to go with a layer of orange. Oh, goodness. Then we're going to go with some yellow around the outside. This is the Let's Resin yellow. These were all Let's Resin colors. First, let's see how fat our line is. We're gonna do one full line right around this, okay? Because that's the line that we want to make sure pulls in. And I might cut this a hair bigger. I cut the smallest amount off ever. We're gonna do a swirly line right here. Because we want that to close that gap in. Now I'm gonna do some separate lines. Kind of pointy. going if we can. Now I added this line up here and it didn't match all these other ones, but because there was more blank space, if that makes any sense. We're gonna pull this in where there was a loop. I really hope my hand's not in the way, because I am on the other side of the table. Okay, we could go down right here, the line. I didn't go right here because there's a petal. Same with right there. But I can go all the way down right there because there's that opening. I can go right down here, but stop because there's a petal. Goodness gracious. All the colors are got me. Okay. That's it. That's all I'm doing. We'll see what happens with that. But I've got this flower out in my yard. It's I think it is red in the middle. I'll take a picture of it. I'll post a picture of it with this, but it's a gorgeous flower. I don't know what anyone calls it. I call it a fire flower. I'm sure that's not the name. It was in the clearance section at Lowe's, about to die, and I grabbed it and brought it home. And it's thriving and looks gorgeous. So I'm gonna let this cure and decide if I'm gonna put it back on it or not. And then, yeah, we'll take a look at it. See you guys soon. Bye. All right, guys, the first layer has cured. We're going to do another layer. I was contemplating on whether to put a back color or not. You know, I could have put a black on there or something and just been done with this. But I think I want to do one more layer of blooms and then I'll leave it clear. So get your white mixed up really well. This time I don't need stones. I was a little more sloppy that time. I'm trying to keep it like I did the first time, but whoopsie, not happening. Okay, that's gonna bloom because it's so thick. See, not what I meant to do at all. But this will be thick enough that you shouldn't be able to see through it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I didn't want it to overextend the petals, but I might match that petal shape. Run along the edge of the petals that I had previously. You know, it will help them stand out and be a little brighter. Maybe not so transparent. Whoopsie. Be careful how much you're squeezing out though. Unlike me. But this is the back side. If this was the front side, I definitely wouldn't be doing this. You know what I mean? I'd be being a lot more careful. Okay guys, now next time you see me, we're gonna demold this. I'm gonna torch it off and I will see you soon. Bye guys. Guys, I don't remember what happened. I think I had gotten a phone call and I totally forgot to add color, but you seen me pipe in the white. But my mom had tried to call me, so I had to talk to her, and then I totally forgot to add the color, so let's see what this did to it. Hopefully it's okay. All right, are you ready? Oh, beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. Isn't that awesome? I think that is wicked awesome. I love that. You remember when I was pulling it in and I said we're only gonna go to the petals? But then in some sections I was able to go all the way down. Sweet. I think that looks amazing. And I don't know what my flower is outside, but I definitely think it could be a fire flower, and I love it. I think it looks very beautiful. Hopefully the glare isn't too bad on it and you guys can see it really well. Sweet. I think it turned out great. Well, I hope you guys like that bloom. It's bright and beautiful. I think it looks super awesome. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I will post a picture of that little flower outside at the end of this video. So thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a super fantastic day. See ya.